Yeah, just to reflect back on the game, obviously difficult result. New York City was very good on the day. Have to give credit to them. They're sharp. We talked all week about at a minimum bringing energy and passion to the game. The players responded with that. We came up a little bit short though on getting a play right to get a goal on the evening. It's a very tough time right now, no question about that. Difficult for us, obviously, to get a result. Guys continue to work hard. They put a ton of effort into the week, and we'll have to continue to. It's the only way we can get out of this is to continue to execute and work hard in training, and eventually one of these results will go our way.
Questions for Jim, Matt?
Jim, you field an attack-minded lineup. How do you evaluate how Roland played today, and for that lineup to only produce 2 shots on goal? What's missing in there today?
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. It's an attacking group at home, but a good passing team that was on the field. Again, could we have been a little sharper when we turned them over in the first half? Yeah, I think we actually were able to pressure them pretty good, turned them over about 8 times in the first half, fairly close to our goal, but just couldn't connect a final ball and came up a little bit short there. But Roland was active. He's worked really hard on his fitness and was rewarded with the start. He worked hard. Again, would you like him to get on the ball a little bit more in the attacking third? Absolutely, but that's not just him. That's a product of our team putting him in a good position.
Mike, second row on the right.
Only 2 shots in the second half, none on goal. Disappointed after conceding that there was not a better response?
Yeah, again, I think there was a response energy-wise, but yeah, we didn't create enough, obviously, on the night. Anytime you don't score a goal at home, you're not happy with the chances that you created. We had a couple good looks here and there, but they were really, half chances, whether it was corner kicks or little scrambles in the box, but not a ton of clear-cut chances created, and we come up on the wrong end of a result again.
Jonathan, front row on the right.
Jim, you played every attacking card you had pretty much in terms of substitutions.
Yeah.
And it didn't produce any goals. At a certain point, what other options are there for you?
Yeah, I mean, we continue to work hard in training. We have to get better and execute the opportunities that we get. Again, still had some in the first half, had a couple in the second. And again, if you let a quality team like New York hang around, and the longer the game went, and the more space we gave them once we gave up a goal, they had a lot of time on the ball. It was tough for us to get around them. They have some very good players, and as we're chasing the game, it becomes a lot more difficult. So I am still very happy with the performance of some of the guys that played tonight, especially the young guys. I thought Jack Elliott was very good. I thought Adam came in the game and left a mark on it, and we'll have to continue to work hard for minutes. And again, it's about getting plays right. And right now, in the attacking third, we're struggling a little bit, but it's a team effort.
You think you have enough firepower to get the plays right?
We do. Yeah, I do think so. We have enough guys that are capable of making a play and getting on the end of a goal. Right now, it's tough for everybody in the attacking third. And it's a team effort, but I do believe we have the group to score goals in the team.
Joe, on the floor on the right.
Jim, the Keegan struggled tonight. Is it something of just other teams now have tape on him and how he plays, and he's got to make the adjustment, or is it something else that's missing right now with him?
Yeah, I mean, he had a turnover on the goal. Wallace is a handful. Part of it's that. So again, it's a second year. I still think he has really good moments in the game still. So again, it's something that, like you said, it's the second time around. People are aware of him, what his strengths are, and they try to limit them as best they can. It's part of an evolution where last year was last year. So again, now we have to move on to year 2, and hopefully as a group collectively we can do a better job so everybody's strengths get seen by everybody. So again, it's a challenge right now. There's no question about that, but we'll continue to work hard and stick with what we believe in.
Kevin, second row on the right.
Jim, your reaction to the boos that are coming from the fans?
Yeah, they're not happy. We haven't won, so yeah, that's obvious. So I mean, I'm not surprised that there's boos in our home building. They're not going to be happy with the way things are going right now, and that's it's part of it.
Matt, on the floor on the right.
Jim, you talked about working hard. This team working hard. Is this what this team is capable of? Or do you see this team as having underachieved, or is it just this is what they are and it just hasn't been good enough? Where do you kind of see that on the spectrum?
I think we have I still have a very strong group of guys. I still think we have a great team. I believe in the group. I think they believe in the work that they do each and every week. And again, it's going to take us sticking together and getting a result before any of the negativity around the team will stop. So I think the guys recognize that. And then again, the only way we can get out of it is with a win.
David, back and right.
What do you say to your guys after a performance like this?
Oh, you tell them you try and focus on the positives because there were some positives in the game. Again, it's challenging because we haven't had a complete 90 minutes yet this year. I would say we're still in search of that. We've had good spurts, and again, you work hard, you watch tape, you try and get better each week, and you trying to put together a complete 90 minutes.
Jonathan, front row right.
Ernie has repeatedly backed you publicly and strongly, including today when he said that there's no pressure inside the organization on you and he thinks that the criticism from the fans is unfair. What does it mean to you to have that kind of backing from him?
Well, it's great. Again, we see the work that everyone does each and every day. He was excellent this week in terms of talking to the group in team meetings. Trying to bring things back to the basics and what we believe in, and starting with that energy and passion. Really good talk with the team. I think they took well to it. Again, we came across a very good New York City FC team. So I'm a big believer in the important people in my life and in the organization still believe in me, and that is where it starts. And that's I'm happy to have that. And I'm again a guy who recognizes and is pretty self-aware of how tough the situation is. I don't really run or hide. I think I've always been upfront and honest with everybody here. And again, I know that it's a tough time, but I also know that we have a good team.
Iverson, back.
Andre Blake has been your biggest bright spot tonight. Made some really huge saves, and then a goal like that happens at the end. I mean, is that just down to Villa? His brilliance, or what was?
Yeah, I think you can chalk that one up to David Villa seeing the game a little differently than most people. Obviously, it's a tricky one when you're running full sprint back to your goal, and it's a uncomfortable situation for a goalkeeper. But for him to see that and shoot from that distance that early caught him off guard, and obviously a great goal at that stage. We're pushing, and then they had the goal lead, so we're chasing the game a little bit. But yeah, special goal for sure, and tough night.
Last one, Joe here on the right.
Jim, I know you mentioned Jack as one of the bright spots tonight. What have you seen out of him in his progression so far that's earned him the starting spot?
Yeah, so Jack did a great job in the preseason. Also had some really good performances now with Bethlehem Steel. Did well when he was called upon at halftime against DC United. A guy who is a really good passer of the ball. Wins his aerial duels, is a confident young player that we believe in, and he stepped into a tough spot, did a good job. Obviously, we all want to get the 3 points, but I thought his performance was a good one.
Thank you, Jim.
Thanks.